teams is because the way that he performs or his team compared to his second best player, there's a bigger depth in it. That's just how dominant LeBron James is for me. Outside of I would say bubble run with that's probably like the closest it's been for people to say who's a better player than, right? Even on the Heat, right? No one would say Wade was close to being better than LeBron. Okay, well, and that's the you talking about, right? I'm talking about the regular season. Are you saying they're the regular season?
And the opening kickoff will be returned as that.
The best player was the second best player was not. No, that's what I'm saying. Man. I'm that's who you started, because I'm focusing on MVPs, right? Where if you team up with a very talented team and they deem it like this is a super team, right? That strips away your chances of winning, right? I'm saying I feel like LeBron is exempt from that because on these teams that are considered super teams, he makes up a majority. That's what I'm saying. Like here, right? Curry and KD, when they teamed up, they were dominant as a collective, but they were still close as players. Like this, that stripping your.
Play clock down to 0. This is not the way to start a drive.
That just
Your first penalty of the game.
We always talk about everyone wanting to get into the game in a hurry. Officials did as well.
That actually was the reason why he won. Right. Bird, Moses, Magic, Jordan. Right? I mean, Rajon was the exception for the 1994. Jordan, Malone. When you want bomb squad, you think about in 2000, Shaq, he won. 2001, Iverson was the exception. I think Tim Duncan had
15 yards in this series after the delay of game, first and 15.
There's few exceptions, but for the most part, you being on a bomb squad, that doesn't actually help you being in the MVP. Now, when you're talking about what the MVP actually is it the best player on the best team? Is it the first play of the game? Is it the best? It fluctuates.
Back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now they're dealing with second and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now.
But when I'm thinking about Derrick Rose, when I think about how valuable he was to that part of when I think about what James was, when I think about Dwight Howard was the one
can even get back to the line.
he was playing again.
The defensive coordinator's want that. You got a quarterback who like to stick his nose in there, kind of a run support, and stop that deep pass game in its tracks.
And as dominant as he was 20 and 10 guy. And he was pushing off
You see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job holding the ball, making a good
taking
line
what they do at that time. I think they're bottom of the East.
before you have to try to get to the game.
Nearly opening drive on your team, but it does fall incomplete. Clearly some parts of the execution of that play. Good news, the bowl game with the lead now. Start clicking with Keenan throws. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. When you look at what it was, it's all him and Darren Williams was that two man thing. That was their go-to guy. Yeah, he was that was the championship one. Because he did it. I gotta step in.
And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on down. Now the first carry for Derrick Henry. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
MLK was a communist.
Jackson.
And the civil rights movement was cracked.
And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Seriously, take me away.
From 17 yards out. And the Ravens will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got him this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
This is where we are.
Looks like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bounces into their momentum, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
It's not gonna make it. It's going
terrible detective in that movie, so I'll spot these things from a mile away.
He said he had a couple of EPL, but he asked the team for training.
This seems to be what's happening.
So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. And Hill will opt for the touchback.
I'm shocked they haven't had a conversation. That's what I mean, and that's what they said, that they haven't talked to each other in a while. And just a minute ago, they were all fighting for Coach Pierce to get that job. They wanted to be there, he wanted to be there. So this is a fast turn, and it's a fast turn. I understand from a business standpoint what the Ravens are saying. They're like, hey, you don't it's your best asset to get asset back. So I understand it from a business standpoint, but the conversation not being had between those two, particularly those two, it's hard for me to fathom and it's hard for me to understand. And that's the part that kind of gets me shaking out. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure it out. So, the fact that he's somebody in the building, I don't know who somebody is, somebody in the Raider building at the high level, he's communicating he wanted to trade with absolutely out. Once they start, but they have people that speak for them, so that communication has either gone to Mr. Davis, General Manager Lesko, somebody in the building, if it hadn't been AP. But what I'm saying here is once a star player has to trade, a star player, not a guy who's just I'm in a contract negotiation. I'm going to trade. I'm in a contract. He's out for $140 million, 2022, 5-year deal. Once that happens, you got it, man. So he's publicly said, they got moved now. What they going to do? Right? That's the next move. The next move is to find out. Which quarterback you going to lock yourself with because you don't want to have the same problem that you have in Oakland and Las Vegas right now. The issue is coming. I'm just trying to figure out where you're going. I mean, obviously, I think, in my opinion, Coach Pierce came out and was like, you might make some business decisions around here, and let the team obviously act. And if you notice the next day, he doesn't play. So, usually in sports, when a coach or a GM say we're going to make some business decisions, on one hand, it's going to be a regard to play, player stature. That's what I think happened here. And I think that's what happened in the relationship. This is what I believe. I believe that Devontae went out probably last year and stuck around and worked Coach Pierce to get his position. And then once they came back this year and some things wasn't too bad, to his liking, he's like, I think my time is up here.
It's a very interesting time like Devontae going to Vegas.
They're going to try and throw.
I was saying the right things about him. And I was upstairs, I'm going to be losing. I'm going to start this. Let's have to listen to people. So that's what it's like. Y'all believe that.
It's always interesting. And you talked about why he wanted to go to Las Vegas. His meetings with him, all the Ravens fans, the confusion in the Ravens are able to swing back and the Hunters to go to Vegas to what he wanted to do. I mean, that's it. But he's not really that. And history that's competitive. The Raiders who are the Raiders for harder than
on that play. If they did, it certainly didn't lost. Yeah, there's no doubt.
I think we're young to how ridiculous some things in our day-to-day life and culture have gotten. But the head coach of an NFL team, being the final straw that breaks the camel's back with volume of your best players, certainly your best player on the requesting a trade, being the fact that he was scrolling Instagram and liked a tweet about you playing your last snap, is it's the type of sentence that if you read 10 years ago, you'd say, that's a good Antonio doesn't make sense. And I think it's a good look for Antonio Pierce. I was talking to you, like, pretending you don't know what these social media companies are. I'm so locked in to studying the 48 Rams playbook. Like, that, I think is nonsense. Okay, that's right. But I also think that doing what, like, the way any high schoolers let someone know they're on the right up into a star receiver is not the way a head coach should act. And I think that the Raiders have made skatingly ridiculous decisions post the Devontae Adams thing. They traded for Devontae Adams. They gave up the 22nd, 53rd pick to get him because they thought they were close. After a year of it, they traded away the guy who were just hot. I'm sorry, the guy who he came there to want to play with because they had a plan. But the plan was Jimmy Garoppolo, who they soured on within a year. Without really having a plan, they're going to fire the coach and fire the intern, and now they're going to trade Devontae, I would imagine, for cents on the dollar, because I think you're at the peak of your trade value when you're dealing with a lingering soft tissue injury. So I just think it's a disaster class by the Raiders, and somebody's going to get a really good receiver.
Well, look, I'm glad that Devontae finally just said it. Get me out of here. And I don't even know that he said it that strong. Yeah. In the wording, I would prefer the word request is not in the He wants to be the professional that does it the right way. And you get that. And I actually appreciate that on a certain level. But nobody's looking at Devontae Adams like, what are you doing? Because you're out of it. This guy, maybe he's already a Hall of Fame. And he's certainly got a good case. But maybe he's not. Because there's a lot of receivers up with big numbers in this era. And if I'm Devontae Adams, I'm going to get to a place I can win. I want to get to a place where I've got a quarterback that can get me the football. And I want to boost my Hall of Fame credentials. And so he should have won out of there. And look, I just think Antonio Pierce, apparently, it seems like he was talking about Devontae as one of the guys who got his making a business decision a few weeks ago.
Yeah, I think the word further trade likes a lot of the guys.
Is it there's no panic from the head
coach? A lot of guys want to leave those guys.
Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
It's kind of hard to go back and think, this is a place that really got these days. I might have to use the up the court. And we have to get that point besides something you got to know. So how this compared the way that they have involved with ownership and how this that like I've never seen me like, I speak in that type of really hot for since he first got there and since we'll see the metrics show the receiver did not feel like he loved being there, he hated being there. Every interview that he does, it's always perfect. So he's going to eventually move on to that. So let's talk about if I'm the Rangers, I just saw the team lose to the Rockets, they don't have that 9 points, maybe it's the false starts, maybe it's the field, maybe it's the play call. I what am I doing right now? My number one weapon is available now. I flirted with him playing like that. I probably call it really. You don't really good effort. Yeah, it really looks like the Vikings going to do that. I really want it. And forget about the other stuff. Go to the old game. That's almost everybody cross-ball you did. What are you talking about? We're talking about having this material and having an opportunity to get a receiver that you can great relationship with. There's no learning curve. And if it doesn't work out, you're probably going to stop the whole thing anyway. So, if you're going on it, go on it. Can I ask questions about that?
Finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
What is this thing? Are you telling me that's a good thing?
As he gets into the 30.
Again, everybody thinks Nick gave the Jets and it's all just maybe I'll be wrong, but I have no legitimate just like the Jets. But I think they're poorly run, and I think the window doesn't exist. But if it does exist, it is as short of a window as any team in the league. Now, Devontae's an older receiver, but I think he's looking at it like, I've got 15 games left. That's not correct. If you're an older receiver, you don't want to go young in this system. You can literally walk in the door and make the entire system. You know the guy going with the ball. You've got the attention you got going with the ball. You put your hands in it. You are literally you're inserted into the primary target that's something you want without learning. So I buy all of it. The question I'm asking is, does that trump the fact that of all the places that might be on his list, they're the one most likely that he has to then learn a new quarterback next year? Like all the other teams that we're talking about that would be trading for a quarterback, we don't think the quarterback is likely retiring at the end of the season.
I would prefer, if I'm him, I'd love to get to Kansas City, but I think the Jets is a great landing spot because, as Coach said, you step right in with Rodgers, and they are all in. It's win this year. Douglas is probably going to be solid. Maybe even Rodgers if it doesn't go well this year. So look at Devontae. They get as many.
I agree with that. I understand your rationale. That was how things played out. He was with the Packers. He looked around the landscape. Rodgers thought, he's like, you know who I'm going to play with? My friend. Hey, that organization hasn't made a lot of good decisions. So be it. I'm going to play with the quarterback I'm comfortable with because we played in college. So it seems like a repeat of the same thing. Like, I look around and I think that I'll go with this quarterback. Hey, that team is not making a ton of good decisions. I'm cool with it. So okay, 2 points then. One is, it should be noted, he left there. Aaron
demanded took all the game. Aaron's Aaron demanded he got paid, and they couldn't pay him right. So that's why he had to get so but the other one I was going to make is, okay, did that decision tree work for him?
No.
I mean, the whole let me go play with a quarterback I know and I'm comfortable with for a dysfunctional organization that I don't know how long the timeline is, that has not worked out well. So maybe Vegas thinks it's the Jets. The Jets obviously won, even though I don't think another wide receiver on their 5 biggest needs, like or big problems with them or whatever it is.
Well, Rodgers hasn't had that team at this point, so this would give him a big time receiver that he's got.
Well, and you also get the Barkley going in and that's who's a Barkley young star, and so this is where that it's redone. And no disrespect to Colin Lazard, but it's a different, Cleveland than the Barkley Washington meeting versus Al.
Like Rashid, we don't know the status of Rashid.
Check out Sam's Reynolds in the team. 16 goals.
Yes, you know about is the new iPhone 16 Pro or Plus, and the premium upgrade every year.
Hi, excuse me. What if I told you I could get you some money right now? I wouldn't believe you. Okay, let's get out your phone, download the app called Bridge It. Alright, I'm gonna give you up to $250.